Welcome to the Fox Checks, and this is part 8 out of 8 in my adventure in Cabo, and this is the last video I got over here. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this one isn't as exciting as the other ones, but today basically we're gonna be leaving back to the airport in Cabo, and then at the end I'm gonna sum up what I did and tell you guys some final thoughts. So let's get started because it's time to go back to LA. Unfortunately, the vacations are over and it's time to go back to reality. And I'm forgetting myself, like, we're supposed to leave the Airbnb in 2 minutes. So I actually woke up really early because I wanted to have one last meal before leaving Cabo, right? So I got up early with my friend and we went to go look for some coffee and some food, right? So today I did have a hangover because last night I went to go party with some pirates and I woke up with a bad hangover. So I did want like a pozole, some birria, un menudito, whatever I could find, right? So we found this little spot. It was really cool and it looked nice on the inside. As you guys can tell, lots of color. They actually made fresh juice here. So if you wanted fresh orange juice, they actually would open up the bar right there and they would start peeling the oranges and making your juice, which I thought was something that was pretty interesting. I've never seen something like that. I should have ordered orange juice just to show you guys, but I didn't because I didn't really want an orange juice, right? So I wanted like a coquita, something different. They had a lot of bottles on the wall. Like I said, the decoration for the restaurant was really nice. Like it was kind of basic, right? It was a little basic, but overall it just looked nice. Like compared to the other stuff we did, like they actually did try in the restaurant. This place is not too far from downtown Cabo. Maybe it's like a 10-minute walk, but I ended up ordering a menudo and this is how it looks like. It wasn't really what I was expecting. I'm not a person that likes the little white stuff, the granitos, but I mean, I wanted menudo, so that's what came, right? So now we're leaving. We're actually grabbing some Starbucks before we leave because I mean, it was super early. Everyone woke up super early to leave the Airbnb and we went to sleep like at 4 because we still went back to the room to drink last night. So we had a great time, right? But this is how the journey back to the airport looks. It's very sad and you know, you just kind of feel like I just got here and I'm leaving. Hurts. Time to return the car that we rented because it's time to go back home. Honestly, I didn't even take a picture of our car because it was kind of sad. But here goes the video, I guess. And it was time to return the rental car. We did rent a car in Cabo because we knew we were going to be driving back and forth from the Airbnb to downtown Cabo. And it wasn't too close, right? So we needed a car to get around. And we didn't want to be calling taxis in the middle of the night, getting on buses or anything like that. So we ended up renting a car. We split it between like 5 people. So it wasn't too bad, right? But this is the airport in Cabo. And wow, they made a big deal out of COVID, you guys. Like they made you sign so many paperwork saying you don't have it, that you got your test. It was like so many extra steps that you have to jump over. But the airport in Cabo was actually really nice. It almost looked like the one in LAX. Like they had some nice stores, some nice restaurant. They had steak, you guys. They had STK, which is like a popular restaurant that's over like in Beverly Hills, like the rich area over in LA. And they had it right here in this airport in Cabo. So I thought that was crazy. Of course, they also had some cheaper options like Fat Burger, Subway, and all that other good stuff for the rest of people. But for me, I went to the bar, you guys. I went to this place called Tequila 1800, which is basically the name of the tequila, right? Tequila 1800. And I went over here to take some drinks, you guys, because, you know, before getting on the plane, I gotta put some alcohol in my system, right? So I ended up ordering, this was a margarita, but it was weird. Yeah, like, it was so small, you guys. I was expecting something different. And I ordered some tuna. And the tuna was really good. I'm not gonna lie, but the tuna was good. And I did like the drink also, but I wanted it to be bigger. But the tuna was very good. I loved it. It tasted good with the chips. And of course, after I ate, it was time to go board the plane, you guys. As you can tell in my last video, my friends were happy, dancing, having a great time and drinking. And now everyone is just sad. We're sad that we're going back to reality and the trip has ended.
4 minutes for a text, so you might do it under 2, so we'll see about that. We'll keep you updated on arrival time and which date.
And it was time to take off, so we were getting ready to leave. And one of the things that I thought was cool on this airplane ride, because when I came, I went on Spirit, and when I went back, I went on Delta, was that they had this little screen, and the screen showed you where you were going, like where you were at in the world. So I thought that was cool. They also had movies You could hear music. They told you some information about the plane. It was pretty like high tech. Like I've never seen something like that. But then again, I don't really get on planes, right? So everything is new to me. So this is how it looks when you're up in the sky. We had just taken off, so we can still kind of see the ground. We can still see the roads, the little houses. But for me, flying is always amazing, and I can't believe that we can fly. Like, I don't know, the whole logistics of a big plane being able to get off the ground, it's so crazy to me. You can explain it to me 1,000 times and I will never understand it. But this is the sad part about going on vacation. It just ends too quick. Like, I felt like I just landed yesterday and I already have to leave today. And the weird thing is that I came for 5 days, and those 5 days just went like bam, like nothing. I should have came for a week. But you guys know how it is in the US. You can't have a lot of days off because then your job starts tripping, right? But now we're back in LAX, and we were pointing outside of the window because we were looking for the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, and we actually found it, you guys. That is the SoFi Stadium. I actually did a video there also. I went to a football game there. I went to go see the Raiders versus the Rams in the preseason, and it was really fun. That freaking stadium is just something else, top of the line in the industry. And we landed at LAX, thankfully safe and sound after I drank a lot of drinks, but we're here. Welcome to Los Angeles. La ciudad bien hermosa. I love this city. I love this city. And I mean, what else can I say, you guys? We have landed, and I should just end this video right now, right? But I'm just gonna go over what we did because I'm kind of having a reflection period right now that I'm landing at LAX, and I can't even believe I'm here because it felt like I was just leaving to Cabo. Like, I hate vacations. They just go by too quick, right? But my journey in Cabo was really fun. We started off by landing in Cabo, the airport. We got our rental car. As soon as we landed, it was a really hot and humid day. We went to go get some raspados, but they were not good at all. Not good at all. Not recommended. I should have just bought a bottle of water, but whatever. We got to our Airbnb, and it was gorgeous. Take a look at this building, you guys. Gorgeous. Really beautiful. People who live here are lucky. We went inside my room, the Airbnb. We got a little tour of the kitchen that we only used like once. Wait, I think I was the only one who used it. I kicked some eggs right there. The table that no one ever sat at to eat, because we always sat and ate on the outside. Like, it was just more fun to be on the outside, you know, to be on the inside. The couch where I drank with my friend and we were watching music videos, and we actually got to complain. We were actually in the living room singing and drinking to the top of our lungs, and one of the neighbors called the securities on us because we were being too loud. So we do have some great stories in this Airbnb. We got a little warning for that, but I mean, that's just how it is, you know. That's the downside of condos, that you can't make a lot of noise. But the Airbnb was elegant, you guys. I loved it. I really loved staying here. It was big because there was 5 of us, right? So if we had stayed at a hotel, it would have been kind of small for us. We wouldn't have been able to move around a lot. But thankfully we stayed at Airbnb, and it was big. It was like our own place to ourselves for the weekend, which is something I loved, and I'm gonna miss that place. After that, we went to go get some food because we were starving. We went to this place called Las Islitas, and wow, the food here was really good. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of my favorite spots in Cabo to eat at. Like, I still can't forget how delicious that tostada de ceviche was. Los camarones were really good. I love them. They taste good. So natural. Like, you could feel that shrimp flavor that just came from the ocean, which was something that I loved. We went to Walmart a lot. Out of the 5 days that we were here, we were probably here like 2 or 3 days to get stuff, to get money, to get the meat. Like, it was a whole process, you guys. Thankfully, Walmart was not too far from downtown Cabo, and it was just so fun to go to Walmart in Mexico. I loved it. I love seeing different retail stores in other parts of the world. It just kind of shows you how similar and same we all are. Of course, we went to go get our beers, and then after that, we went to go look for some random tacos on the street. But like I told you guys, these tacos, they were not good. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. The meat was okay, but it was the tortilla that I did not like. But that's one of the cool things about traveling, that you get to try out different food, right? Like, I didn't like it, but the locals liked it, right? I don't know, but this is over here when we were making the carne asada. We did a lot on our first day. Now that I think about it, the first day was actually kind of jam-packed, right? And look how elegant the Airbnb entrance was. I had told you guys that the Airbnb entrance had 3 different security checkpoints, and that just made everyone feel safe, right? Obviously, the second day, we went to a better taco spot that was Yelp approved, because the one we went to that you guys just saw, that was not Yelp approved. That wasn't even on Yelp. This one was on Yelp, so we had to go check it out to see if the tacos were better. And then after that, we found this little spot. that sold some really good coffee, really good breakfast, really good everything. I tried some chai and I loved it. My friends got a coffee, one got a milkshake, and everything was really good. I really wish we could have eaten here, but again, you can't do everything. Like you just really can't. And then I did tell you guys that we went back to the airport to pick up the other half of the group that was coming in, because we actually left one day earlier, right? Half of the group went one day, half of the group went the other day. And of course, it was really fun to go back to the airport because I got to do the airport landing the right way, right? You're supposed to land in Cabo, stop at the bar, and drink before you leave. Honestly, it should be written. People should tell you that, right? You need to land and drink because that's what you're here to do in Cabo, right? But we landed and we went back and we found this awesome place called Cabo Adventures, where you need to go book all your activities. If you come to Cabo, go to Cabo Adventures and book all your stuff right here, because the people that work here are really nice. There was this young man and he was so cool, told us everything about the activities, was so patient with us, and that guy was awesome. If you go, make sure you go buy all your tickets for your activities there and ask him for a discount, because he will give it to you, especially if you buy a lot of tickets for stuff, right? And of course, we did go on a clear boat adventure ride. This was the second day. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, we actually did a lot. And this was actually a really fun experience to do when I went on the boat journey. We went to go see the nice rocks, the nice mountains. I don't even know what to call them. Over there was a pirate show that we went to go see also like 2 days later. But it was kind of cool to see it sailing here with all the other boats. It was an awesome experience. Really, really breathtaking, honestly. I'm never going to forget this Cabo trip. Honestly, I've never actually traveled with my friends. This is actually the first time I have a group of friends that invite me to go traveling. So I loved it. I loved it because I got to record everything. Like on YouTube, I only put little clips of what I did, explaining all the activities. But I have so much more footage that I'm never going to forget, right? If I ever feel like remembering Cabo when I went, maybe 20 years from now, I'm going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I recorded these moments, right? But my whole experience in Cabo was a lot of fun. Like, I loved it. Being in the downtown area. Obviously, one of the things I liked was that it wasn't too packed. They did tell us that there wasn't that many tourists like they're used to. But that's because things are barely opening up and people don't feel safe yet. And right here in Cabo, like, they take vaccinations and having your COVID shot and test and your mouth cover, like, really seriously here. But this is how our Airbnb looked at nighttime. And it was just so fun, you guys. Again, since I came with fun people, I had a great time, right? We did little carnita, we got into the pool, we got into the jacuzzi. We just had a blast. I think that if you have friends, you guys should travel. You should push them. It's always hard to get a group of people like together to like plan stuff, but you should make the effort to see if it happens. Obviously, the third day, I got up early to eat some eggs because we gotta eat the food that we ate at Walmart, right? Like, or else it's like, why did we even go? But the next day, the third day, we actually went ATV riding, and this was a really fun experience. Honestly, I want to do this again in Cabo because it was different than when I've done it in Vegas. It felt a lot different to go ATV riding by the beach. Different experience, different vibes, just being by the ocean, feeling the ocean breeze. This was really fun, and I actually do have a full-length video of all these activities that I did, right? In case you guys want to go check them out. Maybe you're tuning in late to my videos, right? And after the ATV riding, I did go tequila tasting. So if I made a list of everything I did, like, I actually did a lot. You know, when I was there and I was coming back, I was actually kind of sad because I was like, you know what? I didn't do a lot when I was in Cabo. I felt like I could have done more. 5 days and I only did this. But now that I'm going back and I'm watching the videos and seeing what I did, I actually realized that I did a lot in Cabo and I had a great time. Like, look, this is the third night. We literally woke up in the middle of the night and we went to the store to buy more alcohol because we had ran out. So, I mean, this is just the little stories that you have to tell people in the future. Like, hey, you guys, it was 9 o'clock. We were running out of beer and we did a quick beer run to the supermarket and they were about to close, but they let us in like 5 minutes before closing. Like, can you guys imagine that? So it was a ton of fun, you guys. Obviously, the fourth day, we went over to the marina. We had some good breakfast, some mariscos, and like, I loved it, right? Like, I tried new stuff, margaritas. The music was good, the service was good. The only thing I didn't like about this place was that we gave them a big tip and they still asked us for more. Like, these people were savages. Like, no shame. No shame. They were like, oh, it's because there's more than one server at your table. Do you want to give more? What the heck? We're already giving you guys this much money and you guys want more? This is more than what I even tip in LA. And you're still asking for more. Like, I don't know. In Spanish, there's this saying that says, le das la mano y te agarran la pata, right? So, whatever. And then this is me chilling by the marina. After I had a big breakfast, I was just chilling and enjoying my margarita by the beach. I did go relax at the beach and it was really nice. Like, the beach was really fun. I actually wish I would have stayed here longer because I actually had a blast, like letting the waves hit me, getting into the water. It was a ton of fun. Obviously, I went gift shopping. I did buy myself some shot glasses, a shirt, something to open my beers with, just a couple of things, you know, for me and the family, only the close family, just so I can remember it, so I can remember Cabo, because I don't know if I'm ever coming back, you know. It's like you come here and you don't know if you're coming back. You might want to come back, but you just never know if you're gonna have another group of friends that are gonna want to come. And over here, these tacos were actually really good. Out of all the taco spots I went to 3, right? This was actually the 3rd one I went to, and this was my favorite taco stop, right? And over here, this was the pirate adventure. This is actually the video that I did yesterday, right? And it was a fun adventure to go on this pirate cruise. I really loved it. This pirate cruise was really fun. I had a ton of fun with the crew, with my friends, dancing, drinking, eating. Again, this was a 2-hour experience, I think, or 2 hours and a half. And you got to see a show, a pirate show of them fighting. It was an all-you-can-drink area. There was an all-you-can-eat area. And it was a ton of fun. Honestly, like, what can I say? I mean, I came to Cabo and I made the best out of it. And yeah, I mean, right now I'm watching these videos and I'm just happy I went. It was a really fun experience to go to Cabo. Just rewatching these videos is making me feel like I'm there again. And for those of you that want to go to Cabo, you definitely have to go. Make sure you go with someone who's fun, so that you guys can both have a great time. Or go with a group of friends, you know. Start a group chat, be like, who's down, and see who goes. Because honestly, these are memories you're never gonna forget, you know. And I do want to travel more. Maybe I'll make more videos. If I have any friends that invite me to go traveling, I will definitely take them up on their offer. If they invite me anywhere else in Mexico, anywhere in the world, I want to go see new places, right? Because I had a ton of fun. Like I said, this is the first time I ever go to Cabo on an adventure with a group of friends. It's a ton of fun. Usually, I go to my hometown in Zacatecas once a year, but that's with family, right? It's a lot different than when you go with friends. It's a different vibe, different feeling. And again, this pirate show was just really adventurous. Like, I really felt like I was almost in the set of Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't even imagine how they filmed that. Imagine when they were filming those movies, how much fun like Johnny Depp and the crew had, like when they were making the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Like, it must have been a fun adventure, honestly. And I drank a lot. I ate a lot of food. I probably gained a good 5 pounds when I was over there, but now I gotta hit the gym. I gotta hit the gym again because I gotta work off all that pizza and taco that I ate. And over here, this was the camelback riding experience that I did. And like I had told you guys, I thought this was gonna be boring, and it actually turned out to be really fun. Cabo Adventures has a whole great setup as far as like making you have a good time. They also have a good crew. They have good workers there that want you to have a good time. And obviously, when I went camelback riding, I didn't just go camelback riding. They did a little show showing you how to recycle plastic, showing you how chocolate is made. They taught you how to ride the camels. And also, you guys, if you guys go, Naomi, she was really cool. She was really a great tour guide. I'm really happy that I got her. I also got to take pictures with this awesome camel. And I don't know, I had a great time in Cabo, you know. The adventure's coming to an end. I did a lot. I spent a lot of money too, you guys. I dropped a lot of money. I haven't done the full math of how much I spent. I don't even want to do it because I'm gonna feel sad, but I do know I spent a lot of money. I think on the plane ride and on the Airbnb, it was a good 1,000 just on that alone. So it was that plus whatever I spent in Cabo, which was maybe another what, $800, something around there. So Cabo is really fun, but you do need to take money because everything is expensive. You're like in a place where it's a tourist attraction, so they charge you everything. Like if you were in LA, if you were in the United States, they sell you the tacos for like LA prices, right? Not Mexico pesos. Like they don't even want to charge you in pesos. Like they want dollars here, right? And I mean, that's just how it is because you're in a tourist area. It's a tourist trap basically, right? You come here to get your money taken and to have a good time. But if you come to Cabo, you won't regret it. Just look how much fun this was. Camelback riding was awesome, and I have the video to show off. And this was Cabo of 2021. And if you enjoyed my video, make sure you hit that delicious like button down below. And if you want to keep going on some awesome adventures with me all over town, make sure to subscribe. I post new videos every single week when I'm not working. And this was my whole trip in Cabo. This last, part 8 out of 8. I kind of wanted to summarize everything I did in case people are watching this who had not watched my other videos. You might want to go see what I did. I had a great time in Cabo. My whole experience in Cabo was fun. The airport was nice. I wish I had a time machine to go back in time and relive all these moments, but I don't. That's just the way life works. That's why you've got to make the best out of it and enjoy every single minute that you have. Get off your phone with your friends and just enjoy life, right? But that was it. Thank you for watching. This was Della Fox Checks, and I approve of Cabo.